Hello, Pauline here from With Integrity Coaching, and welcome to the third in a series of 6 short videos looking at the conditions for thriving in life and at work. In the first video we looked at, am I doing what I'm here to do? What's my life for anyway? Because if you're at least in the right ballpark with that, that'll certainly be a major consideration for helping you thrive. The second video we looked at, are you fit for it? So physically, but also mentally and emotionally fit, and then do I have the skills, experience and training? Do I know how to do this that I'm doing? Am I fit for it? Or to what extent am I fit for it? Because if I'm not, and I could get some training that could make me feel much more able and fit for it, then better, much better condition for thriving. So today, third video in the series of 6, looking at one of what John Ruskin suggested was necessary in order to be happy or thriving at work. And that is somewhat controversial these days. He said that you should not do too much of it. It's a highly individual thing. What is too much work? Very individual. And so it's to ask the question, am I doing too much of it? And at a time when being busy, having a real full diary, it can present itself as a sense of importance, worth, value. And so if it's doing that, you might be reluctant to do less of it. But is this sustainable, this level of busyness or full diary? So it's a question, am I doing too much of it for it to be sustainable and for me to thrive, for me to really thrive, or am I just, can I carry on like this much longer? So just allowing permission to ask that question is a major step forward. And not needing to know how on earth it could change, because it might appear, it's like that's just how it is, that's the workload, that's the job, those are the responsibilities, I'm stuck with it, I've taken it on. But when you decide, no, I can reconfigure this, I can make it work for me so that I thrive. What's my ideal? What's my ideal? How far away from it am I? I remember reading a novel where this man, he's a doctor, it might have been Captain Corelli's mandolin, but maybe not, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, in the novel, this doctor, his days where he would go out in the morning and see patients, then back late morning, and his lunch would have been cooked for him by the lady of the house, or a housekeeper, I'm not sure which. And then he retired to study for a siesta, and then reading. Imagine. Then out late afternoon, see some more patients, emergency ones that had to be seen that day. And then in the evening, off into town to the bar to see his compadres and debating philosophy, the important political happenings of the day. You know, he'd got it pretty set up how his ideal was. And it was a novel, it was fiction, but it did give me pause for thought. It's like, what would my ideal be? So if you start with that, it's like, what would my ideal be? How far am I from that? Because my ideal, now that's thriving. Those are the conditions for thriving. So how far away am I from that? And what is there a step I could take that would get me towards that? And just inch my way towards it. I've had clients who were facing 300 emails a day, it was just normal, and busy during the day, so hadn't got time to attend to them, sitting down after everybody had gone, and regularly staying till 8, 9, 10 at night, just to make sure there wasn't anything critical in there. Too much, that was definitely doing too much of it, too much work. And no idea how to make this different, no budget for staff or an assistant, but just being open to the thought that, yeah, I would like it to be different, and then allowing possibilities, ideas to come about how this could work. And there was no budget for extra staff, but there was the possibility to reconfigure one of the admin assistants' roles so that she had got some time in the day where she would go through the emails, flag up the ones that required action from this person, put them in a folder, flag up the ones that needed to be read but it wasn't urgent, she just needed to be aware, she didn't need to take any action and it could wait till tomorrow, put them in a folder, and then reply to the ones that had come to her by mistake because it wasn't her responsibility to deal with whatever the content was. And that reduced her emails that she needed to attend to from average of 300 to about 10. And her aim was to leave 6:30, 7 at the latest, and that was easily doable when that new configuration was in place. So it's just, it might be possible. Don't commute. 1 day a week, work from home. I got a client who took it further than that and just cut to 4 days a week. Unheard of. Completely unheard of. It's happening. And then went to 3. It just had been unheard of. It's just not possible. But yeah, a job share. It's like what would be your ideal, and what's a step towards making that happen? So those are in regular run-of-the-mill too much work. But then the other factor here that's important to consider is it's circumstantial as well, how much is too much. So what's my capacity? And your capacity will be greatly reduced if you've got any major life events going on at the moment. So moving house, changing jobs, first 100 days in a new job, marriage, new relationship, separation, divorce, and all the changes that come with that. Ill health, your own or somebody close to you who you're caring for, or bereavement. That they're major life events, and they will take a huge amount from your capacity, your bandwidth, and they need to be allowed, or you will burn out. And so what you've got left is much less. You have a sense of how much that's taking, but let's say it's half. Let's say it's taking half of your bandwidth. That's serious burnout on the way if that's not allowed to do less, because you can't manage that. Do you have a deputy? Do you have somebody that stands in? How do you manage that, or are you managing it, or are you just trying to do the whole amount that you did before with this on top? Because that's going to be too much. So back to permission to take care of the circumstances in which you will thrive, and to be open to, how could this work? Let me see if I can find a way. And be in receptive mode to ideas about how to do that if you don't currently have ideas. It's like, yeah, okay, I am now open to ideas about how I can do this differently. And yeah, so video 3, conditions for thriving: must not do too much of work. The question, am I doing too much? How could I reconfigure things? Am I open to the possibility of reconfiguring things, or am I still wearing the badge of busy as a sense of I'm important, I'm valued, I'm needed? Is that in there, stopping you from doing less? Yeah. Okay, I would love to hear what your thoughts are, what the answers are when you ask yourself the question, am I doing too much of it to be sustainable or to thrive? And I will see you in the next video, where we will look at the third condition from John Ruskin that was necessary to thrive at work, and that is that you have a sense of success in it, and not a sense of success that is determined by or by what other people say about it, but an inner sense of good work. I have done good work that is satisfying and I am happy with it. So that's been an interesting one for next time. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. This is Pauline Essen at With Integrity Coaching.